Hey, good morning everyone. It's Coach Wes from Team F3 Fitness, and I wanted to take just a couple of minutes this morning to talk about something that I get a lot of questions about, and that's how do I make my Shakeology. You may be thinking, well, it's just a shake. How hard can it be to make a shake? Well, that's true, but there are a few important tips that I feel like you need to know in order to have a good experience the first time that you try it. So, one thing that I do want to point out first is this, which is just an everyday shaker bottle, plus this equals bad. Don't do that. That is the number one tip. Do not take a shaker bottle of water and a scoop of Shakeology, shake it up, and drink it and expect to like it. That's a very common mistake that people make the first time that they have it. And the reason is quite simple. While, yes, this is a powder-based shake, it is so nutritionally dense and there are so many ingredients in it that you're not going to enjoy it if you do that. So, rule number one, don't do that. So, what I do is, I'm going to be using this morning vanilla Shakeology. It's my fave. And I use, this is just a cup of cow's milk. You can use water if you want to. It's a little bland in my opinion. A lot of people like to use almond milk or coconut milk. I've used almond milk and that's fine, you can do that. If you do use almond milk, I recommend that you use the unsweetened variety as it has less sugar. And something else you may want to consider is almond milk is pretty thick, it has a pretty high viscosity. So if you use almond milk, it's going to mix it up pretty thick, almost like a milkshake consistency, which, you know, in my opinion is not really what I'm after. So if you use almond milk, you really need to consider cutting that to, half a cup of water with half a cup of almond milk. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to take my milk, pour it into my blender. This is another thing. Get a good quality blender. You don't have to spend $500 on a Vitamix blender, which those are great, but 50 bucks, good quality Oster blender that you can get pretty much from any department store. So anyway, I'm going to take one scoop, one level scoop of vanilla Shakeology. Bear with me, I forgot an ingredient. Da-da-da! Peanut butter. Can't go without peanut butter. It's a must-have. Alright, so next I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of all-natural peanut butter. I like to put the peanut butter in there because number one, it gives it a good flavor, and number two is it gives you, a good serving of a healthy fat that you can have for the day. Peanut butter, avocados, things like that. Now, I take about 4 to 5 regular-sized ice cubes and put it in there just because it helps mix up colder, and I like it. Now, the only ingredient that I'm missing is I typically will put a half of a medium-sized banana in mine. I like the way it tastes, and it gives it, a little bit added sweetness. I'm out of bananas this morning, so unfortunately I won't be doing that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and blend this up really, really well, 30, 40 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. Alright, so I've blended it for about 30 or 40 seconds. I have a nice tall glass here. And this is the consistency that I like. It's just it's thinner than a milkshake. A couple of ice chunks. I didn't blend it quite far enough. Anyway, there it is. That's how I make my Shakeology. Enjoy. Love this stuff. See you later.